Leo, you guys, I think it was a couple weeks ago, you had a really strong third period against this team. You do it again tonight. What flips?
I didn't think we taking away nothing but from the win, but I just think we came out in the third period and we had to show some kind of effort or compete because the first two periods weren't great, and I didn't like our game at all. It was good to get the win for sure. It's good we came out in the third period, held the lead again, but we got to be way better. There's areas of our game where I thought we played a lot of losing hockey. Probably doesn't answer your question, but we just weren't very good.
I'll ask a question based on what you said then. I mean, what do you chalk that up to? Is it seeing that opponent, being confident against them?
No, I don't think that. I think it's just a mindset you got to have going in every game. Winning hockey is really hard, and sometimes it's a really simple game. Like it's not an overcomplicated game. You got to manage the puck. I think you guys, like if you could have counted how many turnovers we had, you'd be a millionaire. Like we just turn over the puck. You can't do that. And we haven't played that way in a long time, and I credit the group. In pro hockey, you have to find ways to win games when you're not very good, and we've done that. And we found a way to win when we weren't great, but there's things that we got to clean up our game, and it's a mindset that you got to have of just doing the right thing over and over and over and over again. And at this time of the year, it's a battle of. Sometimes you get up 7-3, and I thought we didn't manage it. Like there's still the fourth goal that can't happen. Like if we do that against Syracuse, it's going to be a long weekend for us. So it's just understanding, playing winning hockey. It sounds really easy, but there's a lot that goes into it that it's really difficult, and you got to be selfless and you got to think about the team. And I thought when we got up tonight, I thought we weren't stopping on pucks. We weren't above pucks. We were cheating for offense, and you just can't do that.
What did you think of Obey-Bell?
I thought he had a good game. I think he obviously had 1-1. He needs to get into shape. I think he's played a total of probably 20 minutes the last month. That's really difficult. I think he extended a few shifts. I thought he did a good job for us coming in. Tough. It's always, like I said this morning, it's tough emotionally for the player, but he did a good job for us, and he had 1-1 and helped us win.
You talked about not feeling like the team was at their best. It felt like in that first 5 minutes there was a whole lot of Utica possession, but they didn't get any shots on net out of it. How big was that, but then also the power play too?
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. We talk about that a lot. Like sometimes you just got to get out of shifts. And sometimes teams may have possession time, but I thought we did a good job keeping things to the outside. I didn't like our urgency to kill plays. We had to get quicker kills. Our second guy's got to be in there quicker, but big momentum for the power play to come in there and get some momentum back when we weren't very good. But yeah, we talk about that a lot. That's part of managing the game. Like there's going to be some times where there's another team on the ice. You're not always going to have the puck. And you got to defend. I'm a firm believer you got to defend to win. If you look at the teams every year that go deep, they defend. That's how I believe in, and we got to do a better job of that.
Worried that what you said, and then they look at the score sheet and go, "How's he talking about? We won 7-4."
No, they know. Like I've gone in there after losses. I'm big about the process, not the outcome, and when you have a good process, I told them in the room, you could ask them. I've come in after losses and we started out the season 1-3, and I thought we played really good. Our process was really good. That's what it's about, and that's taking away nothing from the win. Good teams find ways to win when you're not great, but I didn't like us tonight. I thought we did a lot of things. It's not about the win. You got to play consistent winning hockey all the time. And they know that. They know that I'm big on it. If we play the right way, and we've been really consistent with that, you're going to have success long term. But they know. The group knows when we're playing winning hockey. You could feel it on the bench. credit to them, the first 10 minutes were good, then we got away from it. But you have to, it's mentally, like it's sometimes as a player, you want to make the next play, and sometimes it's about getting the line and putting it in and changing. And we had too many extended shifts, not setting up changes on the back check. That can't happen. And yeah, it's always, you look at wins and it's great to win, but your team has to, I'm worried about our team getting better. And tonight was a night where we didn't play really good hockey and we got to respond. That's what it's about. You got to keep getting better. And I think we have getting better. I could probably count on one hand how many times we weren't great. And this was one of those games, but good win. Respond, move on. We got to have a really good practice tomorrow, get better, and be ready to go for the weekend.
When it comes to offensively, I mean, obviously the process isn't great in your opinion, but in the results, you scored 7 goals tonight, 6 goals previous game. Do you feel like you're at least somewhat clicking offensively?
Yeah, no, we are. If you look at, I don't know, tonight we're probably, I think we've scored the top 1 or 2 or 3 in the league. We're top 3. But I think when it comes to it, like as the season goes on, there's not going to be as many. You got to get to the hard areas and you got to score. I did like how we got to the net. We scored goals around the net, but it's not about the goals. It's about what you keep out of your net and playing to your identity. And that's where when we skate and we're fearless and we're hunting pucks and we have really good habits and details. That's what's really important to me. And you got to keep pucks. Like I said again, it's how many you keep out of your net. Like if you get to 3, in my mind, you should win a hockey game. Like that's how it is. And you look at the best teams ever, NHL, AHL, the best teams are the best team that defend. And we've done a good job of that. I think you want to be in top 10 as many categories as you can as a team. And we are. Goals against are, that those areas have been good in both, but we just got to commit to, and it's not so much we don't spend a ton of time on D-zone coverage. It's more of a mindset to get the puck back and being competitive and winning the first battle to get out of your zone. We're a really offensive, skilled team, but you got to get the puck back. You got to pressure the puck. And when we're right and we do those things, we're low to play against. But those things are hard to do. I know sometimes it's easy, but it's easy to get away with not having great habits. And we just got to continue to have, like I said, have a really good, tomorrow's probably going to be a really hard competitive practice. I think we need it. I really do. You take the games of where you need to be better, and I thought we weren't competitive enough, and I didn't think our habits were great.
The number of odd man is the perfect example of that.
You were probably pulling your hair out like me on the bench. I mean, honestly, we've been really good, in that area. Our last 10-game segment, we cut our line rushes in half, like over that segment. We're really good in our own zone. We defend well. Like you said, we do a great job. That's not my concern. It's the amount you're giving up of easy offense. Like you can't give up easy offense in any league. Like, I mean, the amount of times that we gave up 2-on-1 today, it just can't happen. And sometimes guys, it's winning hockey is boring. Like sometimes like when you watch the best teams play, it's just like pick a team. Like watch Florida. It's the same thing. They get it in, they forecheck, they don't turn over the puck, and they're in every single game. Like that's what it takes. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a winning recipe. That's why.
My manners in New Jersey from that.
No. I think if you look at, I know we're going off topic, but when you really watch like what winning hockey looks like, sometimes it's just gaining lines, it's a battle of wills, doing the right thing over and over and over until you eventually break teams. And I know I'm probably being pretty hard right now, and we've been really good. I'm not taking anything away from the group. It's just when you have games like these, as a coach, because you're talking about it all the time. I honestly, the last 2 weeks we've shown all about managing the game. Probably the majority of our meetings are about managing the game, being above the puck, reloading. We're going to have the puck naturally. Our skill and our talent will you kind of get out of the way and the ozone, we give them concepts, but it's your play away from the puck that ultimately, I mean, look at Hershey, last 2 years. Go look at their goals against, what they give up. Less than 200. I mean, 2.5. Like,
Don't look at their score tonight.
no, everybody has off nights, but I think you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's about what do you give up, all the teams.